Descubre tu comunidad, descubre un nuevo tú, descubre Doors University.
Bienvenidos a otro show de Voces Latinas TV. Aquí estamos. Actually, we're really excited. This is our first taping here in our very own studio. And I'm excited. My name is Marisol Ibarra. And today we have a very exciting guest, Renee Palacios. She is the executive director of Family House. And check this out. It is the second largest homeless shelter for families, and it's such a beautiful theme. And today we're going to be talking about it, learning more about it. So how are you today?
I'm really great. Thanks for letting me be here.
Oh, thank you for being here. So tell us a little bit about the beginnings of Family House, the kinds of services you provide, what is required. Estamos hablando sobre el tema de familias que no tienen hogar aquí en el estado de Ohio, y ellos son el segundo más grande servicio para estas familias aquí en Ohio, y le estamos haciendo varias preguntas para poder entender. And so just go ahead and tell us a little bit about your program.
We love talking about Family House. Thanks so much. So we are at 669 Indiana Avenue, which is the old YMCA building on Indiana. The YMCA walked away from that building, which gave rise to our shelter. And Family House is the second largest shelter for families in the state of Ohio, which is very rare. Most shelters throughout the whole United States segregate by men and women. So just like Cherry Street here in the city of Toledo, they have a men's facility and a women's facility. Well, Family House takes a whole family together, because truly that's how I would want to be treated if I were going through the crisis of homelessness. I would want my husband and kids with me. And so we started in 1986, and families we watched getting dropped off at our front doors, and then the little kids were saying goodbye to their fathers as the fathers were walking down to Cherry Street, and the mom and the kids would come into Family House. And you know, we only did that 3 years, and then we realized families want to stay together. And so after 3 years, we turned into a family shelter, and today we're housing 36 families. That's a lot of families, and you know, they're coming to us for a variety of reasons. Some are losing their jobs. You know, some have two incomes and one loses their job. People can't have fires that cause homelessness. Domestic violence sometimes brings people to the shelter. There's a lot of reasons why families become homeless here in Toledo and around the world.
We were informed in one of my community health nursing courses that families were the growing population of homeless. So that's great that you're providing this service. About the criteria, I know you said a lot of them are either losing their jobs or have a fire in their home. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yes, families can come to us for a lot of different reasons. We just want to make sure that they don't have any other options. So we might call their family members or their friends and say, can this family stay with you? And if the extended family or the support can't house them, then they can come to Family House. We just want to make sure that we are really taking care of the people who would be in their cars otherwise, that would live on the streets otherwise. And I think the most important thing to note as well too, the national average of a homeless child is 4 years old. So most of the children, we have 65 children in the house. Most of them are 4 years old and younger. So they're really tiny children who are really confused and lost. They don't know why they lost their home. They don't understand finances and jobs and things. And so it's really tricky for these children. And so we do a lot of things within Family House to help them along as well.
René nos explica sobre los requisitos para poder ser parte de este programa. Típicamente son familias que han perdido sus trabajos, que han sido víctimas de incendio, y ellos obvio quieren garantizar de que las personas que realmente lo necesiten estén ahí. That's great. So do you guys have cribs? And do they live in apartments, or is it rooms?
That's a great question. We get that a lot. Our building is an old YMCA building, and if you know the history of the YMCA, and I'm not going to sing it for you, but people stayed at the YMCA. There's a jingle with it. And so the building is perfectly suited for individual family rooms. So everybody has dignity, privacy. They all have keys to their own place, and the rooms are very small. There's a closet and a dresser, and that's about it. So it's truly just a safe place for families to sort of wrap their heads around what's happening in their lives and start to move forward. And once they've kind of it can be a difficult time coming into a homeless shelter. Our pride can be hurt. We can be very sad. And so once we kind of pick people up and dust them off and give them the hope that they need to move forward, then we help them with whatever maybe caused their homelessness, and we get them rehoused. And within 90 days, we're getting 75% of the families we serve back out in our community.
Wow, that's spectacular.
So we always say our residents today are your neighbors tomorrow. So that's why Family House is so important in this community.
Wow, that's wonderful. La manera que ellos hospedan a las familias es realmente de una manera con dignidad y con respeto, porque cuando pierdes tu hogar es algo muy difícil, pero ellos proveen la privacidad para cada familia, para que puedan recuperarse, para que puedan reintegrarse en la comunidad. Así es que es algo realmente maravilloso. Renee, I have a question.
Yes.
Who funds this? How do you raise funds?
We raise funds in a lot of different ways. We do get a little bit of money from the city of Toledo and the state of Ohio, but we truly depend on our community to wrap their arms around the families that we serve and provide the funding that we need. So I'm so happy to be here to share our mission about what we do and how important it is in our community.
Wow, you sound just like the perfect person for this job.
I've been doing this for 6 years, and I really love the families that we serve. And honestly, our residents do turn into our community members, our friends, our neighbors. They go to our church. The people are all around you. So I would say, come invest in Family House because we need it. It's taking care of these families is what makes our community fabric so vibrant.
Nos está explicando que para ellos, las personas que ellos les proveen servicios se convierten en nuestros vecinos. Así es que es importante invertir en este programa para poder proveerles la oportunidad o la esperanza a estas familias de poder volver a ser gran partes de nuestra comunidad. I have a question. I have another question.
Yes, I love questions.
Do you have a lot of Latino families that come to your door? And
a lot of the times Latino families have extended families that will open their doors. The Hispanic culture is beautiful that way and that they take care of one another. However, we do have Latino families who do come to us because homelessness knows no race, knows no bounds, and it can happen to any of us. By the grace of God, I have a job and my husband is working, but truly it can happen to anyone. So we do have Spanish speakers that can accommodate families who do come in. We truly try to bring as much programming for each family member into Family House as we can.
That's wonderful. Well, this is such an incredible message. Es un gran mensaje, es un gran servicio para nuestra comunidad, porque la calamidad o el desastre nos puede pasar a cualquier persona. Y si hay necesidad en nuestra comunidad, por favor, les pueden llamar por teléfono. Hay personas de habla hispana que les puede dar toda la comunicación, toda la información que se necesita. And right now, we're going to ask you for your phone number.
Okay.
And we're going to go ahead and put it on our screen for our viewers.
Great.
Should anybody have any questions or in the future arise, any concerns. So go ahead, give us your number.
Our phone number is 419-242-5505, and you can also get us on the website at www.familyhousetoledo.com, and we're also on Facebook. So lots of ways to get involved at Family House. Time, treasure, or talent. We're looking for it all here at Family House to help strengthen our community.
Actually, before we close, I'd like to see if you can give us a little bit of information about your funding. I think that this is a great way for Voces Latinas, for us to get involved
Yes.
and be able to contribute in whatever way we can. Can you, are there fundraisers already in place? Le estoy preguntando sobre cómo levantar fondos para estos servicios para ver de cualquier manera que nosotros podamos involucrarnos. So, can you tell us if there's scheduled ahead of time throughout the year?
Yes, we just had a huge fundraiser on Saturday, so we missed that one. However, the Glass City Marathon is coming up. It's all on our website, all of our upcoming events, so you can check it out on the website. But you know what? We're also looking for Latino leadership. So if there's anybody out there who is looking for a leadership role and want to bring that expertise to our leadership table, we're always looking for Latino leaders, and we don't have one. So give us a call. Give me a call. I'd love to hear from you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Miren, nos acaba de informar que están buscando una persona latina o latino,
Yes,
right?
yes. Either or.
Of Spanish speaking, que hable
Yes.
español para que pueda proveer y ayudar con estos servicios. Wow, this is great.
This
I'm just
is
really
great.
energized after hearing you talk about all these wonderful services that you
Thank you.
provide.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having
We're
me.
happy.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. I'm sure you'll have to come back
I would love to.
and give us a little bit more information.
I'd love to.
Yeah, that's great. Well, aquí estamos en Voces Latinas TV Magazine, aquí en 1226 Broadway, en el corredor de Broadway. Así es que vengan a visitarnos. Muchas gracias por estar con nosotros. Marisol Ibarra para Voces Latinas.